Hello rail fans, and welcome to French Fried Trains. Today, we're going to be doing our first train from Australia here, and we're going to be building this Pacific National Cv40-9i NR class locomotive. And this is what it looks like here. So let's get right into the build. So as usual, we're going to start off with the rear coupler, so take a dark oak stair, and we'll attach that up. Under it, a sideways dark oak fence gate. Then on the next block forward, on the bottom middle, we're going to put a yellow concrete and then a blue concrete on either side of it. On the outer edges, an oak slab on the upper hitbox of each side. Then above this, we're going to put blue concrete on each outer edge and in the center, and yellow concrete in these two gaps. Then we're going to come down here and open a fence gate above each rail. Then we're going to put two lightning rods here and two here. Then we're going to swing around in front of this with polished black stone brick block. And in the middle behind this, we need to do a 3-block tall T-shape of black stone brick block. Then we're going to put a torch on either side of this second layer here and here. Then we're going to come on top behind this and put an upside down backward facing oak stair in the center. Then an upside down dark prismarine stair on either side, and an upside down oak stair on the outer edges. Then we're going to take dark oak fence gate here, and we're going to come down on the bottom 1 block forward in front of this, and we're going to put a fence gate on each rail sideways. Then take an oak stair facing backwards and get it stacked up so it's going into this blue concrete here, like that. We're going to do the same thing on this side, so one facing backwards up on this blue concrete. Then on the front of those stairs, we're going to put an upside down forward facing stair on either side of it. And then on top of that one, a right side up backward facing stair here and right here. Now grab a mangrove sign and come back here and put a mangrove sign on the front of each of these two dark prismarine stairs. Then we'll come in front of this and do their back wheels. So right in front of these fence gates on bottom, we're going to put another wheel on each rail here. In the middle, a black stone brick block, then a slab, then a fence gate, then a black stone brick block, slab, fence gate, then a black stone brick block, and a slab. Take out netherite for the rest of the wheels, one here and here. Same thing on this side. Then we're going to put a fence gate on each of these two front corners, and then on the gaps in between the wheels here, we'll put two sideways fence gates on all 4 of these spaces. Then go through and put a hopper on the side of all 6 of these back wheels. Then we're going to crouch and put a wither skeleton skull on the side of each of the 3 hoppers. And then same thing on this side, one on all of these hoppers. Then we'll take out black stone brick block again, and we're going to come up on this second layer in the middle and start at the back here and bring a line forward to the front of this. On the side of it, put a full row of dark oak fence gates up here. And then same thing on this side, do a full row of dark oak fence gates over here as well. Then in front of this, we're going to come on the upper hitbox of the bottom, and we're going to go 3 wide in the middle with polished black stone slabs. And we're going to start extending that forward. And we're going to make that a total of 15 blocks long, 1-5, so a 3x15. Then once you have that, switch to polished black stone block on top of it, and on the second layer, we'll do a 3x15 of polished black stone block on the top to the front of this. Then in front of this, we're going to come back down on the very bottom, and we're going to skip 2 blocks forward, and on the 3rd block out in front of this, put a fence gate on each rail. So there's 2 blocks of space in between there and those fence gates. In front of the fence gates, do another wheel on each rail. In the middle, a black stone brick block and a slab. Then a fence gate, block, slab, and a fence gate, block, and slab. Then take netherite for the wheels, one here. Same thing on this side. Then a fence gate in each of these two front corners. And then in between all the wheels here, on all 4 of these spaces, put 2 sideways fence gates. Then go through and put a hopper on the side of all 6 of these front wheels. Then we're going to crouch and put a wither skeleton skull on the side of each hopper. And then same thing on this side, one on all 3 of these hoppers. Then we'll take black stone brick block again, and we're going to come up on top on this second layer, in the middle, just like we did on the back. And we're going to come off the top of this fuel tank section and do a line right up the center to the front of this. And then same as before, put a full line of fence gates across here, and a full line of fence gates across this side here. Then come on the very front, on the second and third layer up from the rails, we're going to do 2 rows of 3 black stone brick block up here. Then up here, do 3 on top, and then 1 on this bottom middle and another 1 under it, so it makes a 3 block tall T-shape. Come underneath on the second layer and put a torch on either side. Then in front of this on the bottom middle, a yellow concrete and a blue concrete on either side. On the outer edges, an upside down, outward facing oak stair on each side. On the next layer, we're going to do blue concrete in the middle and on each side, and a yellow concrete here and here. Then take a dark oak stair for the front coupler, turn around and stack it up to this blue concrete in the middle, put a fence gate under it, and open a fence gate above each rail. Then 2 lightning rods here, 2 here. Then on top, on this third layer, we're going to put an upside down oak stair in the middle, then an upside down dark prismarine stair on either side, and finally an oak stair on each outer corner. Then on the dark prismarine stairs, put a mangrove sign on each one. Then we're going to swing around behind it here, skip 1 block back on this bottom layer, put an upside down oak stair on the second layer of each side like this, and then a yellow concrete above each stair. On this side gap, we're going to put 2 oak slabs like this, and same thing on this side. On this side, 2 oak slabs like that. Now my front end is facing that way, so on this side of the locomotive on this fuel tank section, start on the top of the front, do 2 black stone brick walls, then 2 polished black stone blocks, and a black stained glass pane. Then 2 more polished black stone and a stained glass pane. Then 1 polished black stone and a stained glass pane. Then 2 polished black stone, stained glass pane, 2 polished black stone. Take out a birch button, put 1 here and here, 1 here, here, and here. Then we're going to put a birch sign on the side of this wall right here. Then the other side has the air tanks, so we're going to come on this side of this, and we're just going to do 2 full rows of sideways grindstones like this for the air tanks on the side. Then we're going to come stand on the top of this and crouch, and we need to get a polished deep slate slab above these back 2 hoppers above the wheels, and we're going to bring a line of slabs forward till it's over the front wheel on either side of this truck. Then we're going to go through and put an oak sign on the side of the slab above all 3 wheels. Then we'll do the same thing on this side, a sign above all 3 wheels. Then we need to repeat the process for the front truck. So come up here and crouch, get a polished deep slate slab above the hopper on each front wheel, and then bring a line of slabs back across here till it's over the back wheel on both sides of the truck. Then same as before, come through and put an oak sign above all 3 of the wheels. And same thing on this side over here. Then we're going to take out black stone brick block, and we're going to come on this top 3rd layer, and And we're going to go 3 wide in the middle, and we're going to fill this whole middle 3 with polished black stone brick block all the way down to the other end of the locomotive. Right down to the back here. Then we're going to take out an oak stair, and we're going to come in front of this fuel tank section. And right here, 1 block behind where those fence gates on bottom are, stack up stairs and take out the bottom 2. So we have 2 stairs like this on the side. And we're going to do the same thing on this side, directly aligned with it. So get 2 oak stairs like this. Then take oak slabs on the upper hitbox, come all the way across here to the front. Then start behind the stair and come all the way across here to the very back right here. And then of course we're going to do the same thing on this side, so start right here at the back and come all the way up on the upper hitbox with your oak slabs till you get to this stair, and then all the way across here in front of the stairs. Then on top, in front of the stairs, put 3 slabs on the front of each side, and then right behind the stair, put 2 slabs on the back of each side like that. Now come up front, and we're actually going to take out these outer 2 lightning rods and put a glow item frame on either side down here. Then on top of the front, we're going to put 5 yellow concrete coming across here. Above that, yellow on each side. Then on the left, a blue concrete and 2 smooth quartz blocks. So it looks like this. Then under on the middle, 3 item frames. Then we're going to come behind this, and on the bottom of the side here, we're going to use yellow concrete, and we're going to do 6 yellow concrete coming back on either side. Then above that, we'll do a yellow concrete at the front of each side. Then 3 blue concrete. Then 2 yellow. Then we need to come stand up here, and we're going to crouch, and right behind this we're going to place a 2x2 of yellow shulker boxes all right side up on either side here. So it looks like that. Then on top of the front up here, we're going to put a black stained glass pane on the middle block, 2 light gray stained glass panes on either side of it. Behind it, we put a black stone brick block in the middle and 2 light gray stained glass blocks on either side of that. Then a white stained glass pane here and over here. Then we're going to come on top of the back just in front of the yellow shulker boxes, and we're going to put a light gray stained glass block on either side here and here. Then in here, we're going to put a black stone brick wall on all 4 of these corners and 2 light gray stained glass panes on the middle of each side to make the cab windows. Then come in here behind the shulker boxes on each side and do 2 columns of 3 blue concrete here and right here. Then we're going to come on top of the front on these blocks, put 3 yellow concrete here in the middle and 3 yellow stained glass panes on the front of it. Behind it, go to black wool, and we'll go 3 wide with black wool across this roof to the back of this blue concrete. Then on the outer edge of this, start right here and do a full row of outward facing oak stairs to the back of the black wool, and then same thing on either side. Then right behind this, on the bottom of each side, we're going to put a single blue concrete here and here. Then we're going to put a warped door on either side, and then 3 blue concrete across the top of the doors in the middle up here. Then once the doors are in place, we're going to come right behind it on the bottom of each side, and we're going to do a line of 5 blue concrete coming back, and we're going to raise that up 3 blocks tall. Then same thing right here, a 5x3 of blue concrete. Across the top of this, we're going to fill it in 3 wide with lapis lazuli blocks to the back of it. Then do a line of 5 warp trap doors down the center of this lapis section, then 1 on each side of the middle. Then on all 4 of these corners, put 2 oak trap doors. Then grab a blue stained glass pane, and we're going to put 5 blue stained glass panes on the side of this lapis up here. And on the other side, we're going to put 5 stone brick walls right here. Then come in front of these trapdoors on top and do a 3x3 of smooth stone slabs up here. Just like that. Then put a polished diorite slab on the top right here. Then here in the middle, a forward-facing skeleton skull. Then on this middle yellow stained glass pane, open a warp fence gate for the horn. Then we're going to come in and we're going to grab black carpet. And we're going to put 3 black carpet behind there and just fill the rest of this cab roof wherever there's nothing built with black carpet. And now we're going to come down to the back end. So we're going to come on top of the back, 1 block in from the end. And in the middle, we're going to do a 3x3 of yellow concrete. Then 1 on the top middle and an outward facing oak stair on either side of the top. Then we're going to grab a warp fence gate, open it on the top middle, and then put an oak button on the side here and here. Then we'll come in front of this and we're going to put 2 blocks of iron here, 2 here. Then 2 columns of 3 blue concrete to the top and 2 on the top middle. Then in front of this, on the bottom middle, we're going to do 5 bedrock blocks and another 5 on top of it. On the side of it, 5 backward facing dark prismarine stairs here, and above it, 5 backward facing upside down dark prismarine stairs here. So it looks like that. Do the same thing on this side, so 5 backward facing stairs here, 5 upside down dark prismarine stairs here. Then we'll come on top of the stairs and we'll do 2 layers of blue concrete to the front of this section on either side of the top. And then go ahead and fill in the top middle with blue concrete as well. Then we're going to cover all this blue concrete up here, 3 wide, with oak trapdoors to the front of this section. Just like that. Then in front of this, we'll do 2 rows of 3 lapis lazuli on the bottom of each side. On the next layer, 1 in all 4 corners, and a deep slate tile wall on the center of each side. Cover the top in a 3x3 of lapis lazuli. Then on this top middle, we're going to put 3 dark prismarine slabs and 3 warp trapdoors on either side of it. Then we're going to come up towards this front end here. And on the bottom, behind this, we're going to do 2 rows of 3 deep slate tile walls on the bottom of each side. Then above it, 2 rows of 3 blue concrete on top of each side. And fill the top middle with blue concrete. Then we're going to put a warped trapdoor in this corner, and in front of it, a warp button on either side of the top. Then behind this, we'll do a column of 4 blue concrete on each side and 1 on the top middle. Then behind this, on the bottom of each side, we're going to do 2 full rows of blue concrete coming across this gap. And then same thing on this side here. Then on the next layer, we'll start on the front of this side. We're going to do 4 smooth quartz, 4 yellow concrete, and then a blue concrete with a birch button on the side. On this side, start at the back, do a blue concrete, then 4 smooth quartz blocks, 4 yellow concrete, and then a birch button right here. Then we'll cover the whole top of this, 3 wide, in blue concrete, so the whole roof is filled in. Then we're going to start at the back of this on top, in the center, and we're going to take smooth stone slabs right here and do a line of 7 slabs coming forward. In front of it, knock out this middle block, put in a cauldron, then get an oak trapdoor over the cauldron, and 1 smooth stone slab in front of it. Then start right here and do a full line of iron trapdoors on the side. And then same thing, start right here and a full line of iron trapdoors on this side. Then we're going to come in above where this yellow concrete is, and we're going to put 4 oak signs in a row up here. And then we'll do the same thing on this side, 4 oak signs in a row above the yellow concrete on this side as well. Now we'll do the railings to take out a birch fence. And right here, come up by 4. Then on this side of the back, come up by 4. Then right here, we're going to put one on the side of the bottom stair here. Then we're going to come up one, then forward one. Then on top of this end, up one right here. Then in front of that, we're going to take out prismarine walls on top here and do a line of 6 walls coming forward. Then switch back to birch fences and start bringing the railing all the way up this side of the locomotive. And we're going to come up here and stop right before this stair and put one underneath right here, then 2 on this side of the stairs, and then 2 up here. So it looks like that. And then of course, we're going to have to do the whole process on the other side. So come down on the back of this side, put a birch fence here, then up one, forward one, up one. In front of that up here, do 6 prismarine walls. In front of that, go back to birch fences and start coming forward. Then when we get up here, we're going to stop right behind this stair and put 1 down here, then 2 here, and 2 coming across right here. Then we're going to grab a birch sign and come on this prismarine wall section, and we're going to put a sign here, here, and here. And we're going to repeat that on this side, so come on the walls over here and put a sign here, here, and here. Then grab a birch button. We're going to put 1 button here and 1 here. And then same thing on this side, 1 button here, 1 button here. And then we have to make some banners. So we're going to come into a loom with a blue banner and white dye. We're going to put a vertical on the left, make the top half white, and put a blue border on that one. Then we'll do a new blue banner with white dye and do a flower charge banner pattern. And then we'll come place these. We're going to put this letter P right here in front of this smooth quartz. And then same thing on this side, put it right here. Then we're going to come up here and put these flower charge ones here and here. And then same thing on this side, 1 here and 1 here. Now we'll come up on top of the back in the center, and we're going to put a glow item frame with a frog light. Then on the left hand side, a dark oak sign with NR. On the right hand side, a dark oak sign with 104. Hit them both with white dye and a glowing sack. Then under this, on the left, we're going to put a warped sign and then 2 birch signs. Then under that row of signs, we need to get 3 sideways end rods coming across like this. Then we're actually going to come down here and we're going to take off this outer lightning rod, and right here put a glow item frame with a frog light. Do the same thing here, take off the lightning rod, put on a glow item frame and a frog light. Then we'll come detail the front, so come up here. We're going to put a frog light on these 2 glow item frames down here. Then on the top middle, a glow item frame and a frog light. On the left hand side, a dark oak sign with an R. On the right hand side, a sign with 104. Hit them both with white dye and a glowing sack each. Then we're actually going to come down and take these 3 item frames off. And we're going to put an oak sign here with N, then another sign with R, then a sign with 104. And hit all 3 of these with white dye and a glowing sack each. Then we're going to take out black carpet. And we should have done this earlier because this is going to be tricky to do. But we're going to have to stand up here and crouch and get 2 black carpet under these stairs on top of the yellow shulker boxes. Same thing on this side, we need to get 2 black carpet on the 2 shulker boxes over here. Like that. Then we need to come down behind these slabs where it lowers down right here, and we're going to do a full line of black carpet coming down this walkway to the back end. Then we're going to put 5 black carpet across the back here. And then on this side, we'll start right here with black carpet and start bringing it forward up the walkway on this side till you get right here. Now we'll do the interior, so come inside here. And in between these doors, at the same level of the door, we need to get a smooth stone slab on the bottom here. 2 more coming forward here. Then back here behind the door, put 2 blast furnaces in this hole. Then come up in the cab and fill this whole floor in, all at the same level, with smooth stone slabs. Then we're going to take oxidized cut copper slabs, double slabs under the window. Then a slab here and here on the upper hitbox, and on the back corners 1 here and here, because there's controls at each end of the cab. Add 1 more slab in the middle here, then a lectern. Then we'll put a lever on the left, then 2 glow item frames like this with end crystals. Now turn around and put a lever over here, and then right here a glow item frame with an end crystal. Finally, we'll put a stair in each side for seats here. And now the interior of our cab is done, and we can come back outside here. So there we have it, folks. We've completed our Pacific National and our class Cv40-9i Locomotive. I hope everyone enjoyed the build. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.